Assalamu alaikum students, I hope you all are in good health. Students, in previous lecture we started unit number 5 named soil, and we talked about what is soil, and we said that soil covers the top of the upper layer of the earth. Then we discussed the composition of the soil, and for this we discussed the 4 main components that make up the soil, in which 45% are the minerals, 25% of air, 25% of water, and 5% of organic matter. And organic matter is the remains of dead plants and animals when they decay in the ground, and once broken down they become the part of the oil. They provide nourishment and nutrients to the soil. Now in today's class we will talk about the types of soil. There are following 3 main types of soil named as clay, sand, and silt. Now we will discuss them one by one. First is the clay type of a soil. Clay soil has fine grains with very little air between the grains. If you will see the clay sand soil, you will see that its characteristic is that you will find out that it's a clay type of a soil from how you will see that it has very fine grains and there is a little air between the grains. If it's a little air, which means that then it retains more water, and as a result clay soil is rich in nutrients for plants because the nutrients are not washed away. So there are 2 things in every type of a soil. One, there is air, and other one is a water. In clay type of a soil, if there is a little air, it means that then in the on the other side it's a more water retaining in it, because we know that for the nourishment plants need water, as in the process of photosynthesis they take sunlight from the sun and water from the soil. So if there is it's rich in water, it means that it also contains the nutrients that are needed for the development of a plant and their growth, and all the nutrients don't washed away. One problem for the plants in clay is that so much water can make it hard for the roots to take hold in the soil. There is one problem because we have all we know that excess of everything is bad, and because if there is when the water quantity exceeds the limit, so it makes a problem and make it hard for the roots to take the hold into the soil. So there is one problem with this type of soil. Now coming towards the next page, number 54, the next type of soil, that is a sand. Sand is made up of weathered limestone, granite, quartz, and shale rocks. Now they are the types of rocks. Weathered limestone. Limestone areas are predominantly affected by the chemical weathering. What happens actually, because when carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, it forms a very dilute carbonic acids, then they get dissolved into the air, and that's happen it result into the weathered limestone, need for the chemical and physical breaking of the rocks. So it has large grains with lots of air between them. We know that in clay type of a soil there is a little air, but in sand there is a lot of air between them. If there is a lot of air, this means that water drains away quickly. As a result, nutrients are easily washed away because there is a lot of air, so there is a little amount of water, and because nutrients are in the water, so they all easily washed away, making it hard for the plants to grow. During hot weather, Plants in sandy soil need to be watered regularly or have some sort of water storage system like in cacti, because there are some plants, if they are growing into the sand type of soil, so they need to be watered regularly on daily basis, because if we will not regularly water them, so the plants will get dead. So there should be the proper storage system or some sort of a water system, so they can be watered regularly. Third type of a soil is a silt. Silt is made up of minerals and organic particles with lots of nutrients. It means it's a good type of soil for the plants. This aspect of silt makes it good for the plants. Silt particles are larger than clay particles but smaller than sand particles. Again, there is a problem. If they are larger than clay but smaller than sand, it means that nutrients are washed away fairly easy. Now, we have to decide which is the best soil for the plants actually. Is it a clay or a sand or a silt? Actually, the winner for the best soil is for plants a loam. Now, what is a loam? Loam is basically a combination of clay, sand and silt, because in all three, if there is if one has little air but with lot of water, if one has too much air but with little water, and it's a combination of both, larger than clay but smaller than sand. So it's a combination of all three types of soil. It also contains some organic matter. Now we know that organic matter is the remains of dead plants and animals. Once they decay, they broken down and then became the part of the soil, and they provide nutrients to the soil. It is considered the best soil for the plants to grow because it retains enough water for the plants to get the nutrients they need but allows air to pass through. So it's a combination of all three. Now these are the three types of soil, and after at the end we concluded that amongst all the best is the combination of all these three, that is named as a loam. Now coming towards page number 55, unit number 5 review. Question number 1, what are the different types of soil? So we just discussed there are three different types of soil, clay, sand and silt. Write the properties of each. So you will be given this question number 1 with proper answer and all their properties. All you have to do is to having the and grabbing the understanding of all the types of soil, and you have to write down the question and make sure to learn it as well. Thank you.